Hey guys, so right now it's about to be 7 o'clock and we are awake right now. Went to bed pretty early, got to bed around like 10 after studying all day because I have a test coming up for cycle 4 of CRAS. Cycle 4, we out here. Oh, there's my one. Probably need to get going to school soon, but whatever, it's all good. No one's gonna die if I don't show up. Classes are like probably like 9, 10, 11-ish. Go practice on the API, which is a console that you learn at getting ready for that proficiency. School's awesome. The school's so cool. I can't wait to show you guys. Hopefully I can get some footage and pretty much what the tests are gonna be like. So that'd be super nice if I could get that done. I have a test on Saturday for this board, so I know how to use it, so that's where we're going right now. We're not gonna worry about this today. Tomorrow, we'll worry about it, who knows. Let's go! Check in, start routing some signal on this API board. So excited. You guys have no idea how excited I really am. So this guy teaches my core technology classes, Jeff Harris, pretty legendary. But these, so this is just walking into the school. This is anyone that's ever come to the school. Some of the staff. Really cool films. Some of my favorite movies. It's actually really good because if I'm heading to LA, that we got CRAS fam working on movies. Could reach out to them. Just really awesome works. That's another one of my teachers. Really respect that guy. He went to go work for Hans Zimmer after he graduated. Y'all remember Sergeant Val? More movies. Man, that'd be so cool. And then all these video games, these are all the video games that they worked on. Like, I know you know all these games. Like, I know you played all of the Battlefield 1. They're almost to Studio C. Here's Studio C. And this is the API, baby. Get to that and some signal. Alright, step one seems to be turn on the Pro Tools interfaces, sync hard drive, and Mac computer. So it wants me to set up faders 25 through 45. Alright, after I turned on the interfaces, which are those three giant boxes over there, we got some 96s. Those are the interfaces. And then we have a sync clock. Open up Pro Tools. It's on the desktop. We labeled the console using the information from Pro Tools. Got going on over here, such as which instruments are routed on what track. So we got kick on 25, snare 26, side stick 27, 28, 29, 30, and so forth. And so we got metering coming through on these large faders right here. So we got meter coming through because we have it set. Got it set to meter VU large. I'm gonna turn up the solo knob. I'm gonna turn up all my auxes just to be safe. Turn up all these echo sends. All that's turned up. Okay, so now they want us to set up 25 through 45 for mix using the large fader as the primary mixing fader to the stereo bus. So we're gonna put the drums on stereo A. And everything else is stereo B. That's all the way to 45. On stereo B. And I want a 6 dB pad on the kick. If it's on the large fader, I know this button controls the large fader, so that doesn't do anything. Now let's set the masters up. So set up the master section for mixing. So stereo A, stereo B, and then we got the grand master. Got our buses sent. We got that. We have our speakers selected. Got that. Cut that. Cut that. CRPGM monitors, internals. Play, bonus, extra. I guess it is that easy to sign it. There's our snare. So right now we are just mixing down, getting a rough mix of all these things that are going on right here. So we got a kick, snare, side stick, hat, tom, tambourine, triangle, bass going on so far. Now we're gonna bring up the guitar up. I like my bass pretty high up though. I like a really nice warm bass on my mixes. We're gonna turn up the guitar a little bit. There's 4 guitars on this track. Thought I was overkilling it with 2. This is a funky track. Side of the stereo field. But when it comes to stereo image, you have your left and your right speaker and your center. So you have a center image, you have the left image and the right image. What they want is they want the cymbal on the right hand all the way, a hard pan, soft pan, the toms and tambourine. So now they want me to patch an EQ in, so using the 560L on channel 48. So here's 48, there's a 560L, they want us to patch in there, so that means we're gonna have to go to the patch bay and use some cables. So for a patch for an EQ, we're gonna use an insert send. So we're just basically just gonna insert this EQ on channel 48. So we just made our patched in this EQ. So you got signal coming from the send into the EQ, from the EQ back into the return. So they want us to boost. All we did was insert right here. It's called the 560L to graphic EQ, 10-band graphic EQ, and we are inserting it on the bass. By pressing this button, we activate the insert path into this graphic EQ where they want us to boost 125 hertz. So we'll just boost it by 6 dB. So this is with it, it's without. With. It's only a slight difference. You can only barely hear it. So we just created a drum subgroup by busing all of the drums all the way. We just bust all the drums to channel 20. We got to make some patches, so we got to patch from 25 to 32. I have no idea where this track. I found the video.
Now, once I have my drums assigned to a bus, in this case bus 1, I want to check and make sure that bus 1 is actually passing signal. So, I'm going to go to my meters over in the master section, and I'm going to set my channel meters to meter bus to meter.
Meter 1. I think they want us to patch from bus out 1 into channel 20.
The first channel input of channel 20, as we can see. Now, if I come back over to the board, when I take off bus to meter, see right here on the VU meter for channel 20, we now have
They want us to insert an EQ. So we take our patch cables and insert. So we take 20. So now we've just inserted a compressor, a 225L, which is the API's compressor that's put in the board. We just inserted that using our patch points, using the insert send on channel 20 where our drums are, and we patched into the lower 200 input, 49 coming out of 49, 200 output into the return of 20. So now we go over to our on 20 and we press insert on channel 20. Go over to 49 where we inserted our compressor, turn on that compressor boy, set our ratio according to the instructions are 3-to-1 ratio with 9 dB of gain reduction. So with 9 dB of gain reduction. So just turn this until we see 9. Patch off 9 and 10 into the PCM80 and return into large channel 15, 16. Load a plate reverb into the PCM. Aux 9 and 10 into the patch from aux output 9 and 10 into the PCM80. Top ones from the PCM80 into the large channel inputs 15 and 16. load of plate reverb into the PCM80. Oh, we forgot to turn on all our outboard gear. That's a big no-no on the proficiency. So your PCM80 is gonna be this guy. And what you're gonna wanna do, load of plate reverb. We're gonna go press the program bank until you get to program 3. This is a reverb, so you just press program bank till you get to P3. Take off bypass and load a plate reverb. So if you want to play it, there's a plate, but you can mess around till you find it. Turn up the input till you get. Take off bypass, bypass. So now we just got the reverb going. Coming back in on channel 15 and 16. Got them bad boys turned up. You can tell by our meters that we obviously have reverb, and you can tell by the sound. You wanted to hear the reverb? So now they want us to take the print, patch it in to Pro Tools. We're gonna make that print patch by using the booster out. Or else you will create a feedback loop which will sound really bad and can possibly destroy your speakers. So that's why you don't want to create a feedback. Verify that Pro Tools actually has our print. So we'll come here to the Pro Tools table. I guess we'll run through this one more time, kind of be quicker at it. See? Alright, and so for the first thing is setup, you're going to turn on your Pro Tools interface, sync hard drive, and Mac computer clock. You turn that guy on first. And then you turn on your interfaces, which are 396s, A, B, and C. And then you turn on your computer last, and then the board, and obviously speakers. Outboard gear, don't forget that, I forgot that. You're trying to start from, and then do that. And instruments from 25 to stereo A.
On the large fader.
On the large faders.
And he said that
It should already
your
have
dead patch is going to, that should be your output.
Pad. So if you
Okay, your timer is set for 30 minutes.
Alright, so
yeah, so it turns out that pad button is for the large and the small. So it's for large and small, even though it's next to the small, the pad is for both.
I should have asked that question
So,
in
yeah.
class because I was thinking like,
How the hell does this work? I was like, what? So yeah, there's your pad button. That's gonna work for the large and the small. And into the Grandmaster. Set the GM fader to its nominal level. Okay, so let's take. I got hit on doing signal flow order, the cuts, main speaker selection. Just make sure you have that. Turn that up. And then before you, so you're at like aux masters. CRPGM is for internal sources. CR play is gonna be for like external sources like auxes or your laptop or something. That's the board. So CRPGM is gonna be your guy.
so these are
The tracks. And create a quick mix of the levels off the large faders. Meter and monitor, GM, stereo A, stereo B, and program meter. If you want to hear the other stereo B, your stereo C bus.
Gotcha.
Or Grandmaster bus.
So it's
Now you can hard pan your ride, cymbals, and electric piano buttons.
okay, that is true.
That's gonna be the pans at the BAM. Okay, so now he's got his mix. He just panned everything using the pan button. Does anyone else's alarm just sit there and just ring, trying to annoy you? But like, you're like, nah, I'm not gonna get annoyed, I'm good. I'm gonna choose to be happy today. Oh, please, I know you're trying.